All right, we've got everybody. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for joining us for today's Month of Service presentation of our Money, Health, and Wealth Financial Capability Series. And today we're here to talk about holiday spending, how to plan for the holidays without breaking the bank. My name is Nia Murray. I am the Programs Coordinator with Neighborhood Recovery Community Development Corporation, and we are one of the partners in the A Month of Service collaboration. Also included, we have the City of Houston's Department of Neighborhoods, and we have joining us today, Ms. Cecile Carlson. Also, on behalf of our sponsor for today's presentation, we have Ms. Monday Cheney with Family Houston, who will be providing the information for you all today. But also included in our partnership, we have the Earl Carl Institute, Texas Legal Services Center, Harris County Tax Assessor Collector's Office, the Harris Central Appraisal District, Lone Star Legal Aid, and here in Houston Volunteer Lawyers. And together we make up a month of service. And a month of service is the collaboration of all of our organizations coming together on a monthly basis and pulling together a lot of our initiatives and resources to provide information to the community relative to asset protection, asset building, the maintaining of generational wealth, and community empowerment. We decided to collaborate several years ago in an effort to reach more people, to create a larger impact, a greater impact, again, by pooling together all of our resources and our initiatives so that we could get more information out to those communities, a lot of underserved communities that don't have access to a lot of resources, a lot of information, don't know where to go for particular services. So we wanted to do something about that. So we used to be out in person doing a lot of our presentations together in individual neighborhoods for an entire month. And then we would go to a different area and do the same kind of workshops in a different neighborhood every single month, which is how we came up with a month of service. So, but of course, due to the pandemic several years ago, we had to convert to the virtual platform. However, we are trying to slowly integrate and go back into hybrid presentations so that we're back out in the community trying to engage the community with more information again, like we had been in the past. But this platform has allowed us the opportunity to reach even more people to not only within the city of Houston and Harris County, but surrounding counties and across the entire state of Texas, as well as from other states as well, because we do record our sessions as well as broadcast live on our social media platforms and on YouTube. So we are reaching a greater number of people, but we still would like to engage to the communities that we actually serve as well. So, but today, as part of our financial capability series, we're talking about holiday spending. Included in our series, we also have other workshops about credit and debt management and savings and making large purchases and your relationship with money, how your finances impact your mental health, and so on and so forth. So we do hope that you're able to join us again in the future for other presentations as well as other classes within our series. So we, again, like I mentioned, we do broadcast live on our social media platforms. So we do encourage you to reach out and ask any questions that you have here. But because we do record and broadcast live, we do ask that you try to keep your questions to be as general as you possibly can. We want to try to protect your privacy as best as we can, as we are on an open platform. We don't want your personal detail information kind of getting out there for everybody to have access to. So do keep that in mind. However, again, we do encourage you to ask questions. We do have the expert here, a financial stability coach that can answer those questions for you. However, if you do find yourself in need of any civil legal assistance or in the need of any of the financial coaching, then we do encourage you to reach out to sponsors like our presenter with Family Houston, as well as our partners in the A Month of Service collaboration for that one-on-one detail assistance. But today we're here to talk about financial capability. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. You have the opportunity to type your questions into the chat, or if you'd like to unmute yourself at the end, you have the opportunity to do that as well so that you can ask your questions directly of the presenter. If you are joining us on social media, I am monitoring those pages as well. So feel free to type your question into the comment section, and I'll make sure that your question gets addressed at the end of the presentation as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with our introductions, and we're going to move right on into our presentation. So Ms. Cecile, we'll have you go first.
Sure thing. Good afternoon, good evening. I don't even know now what the time change, what day it is. My name is Cecile Carlson. I'm an outreach coordinator here at the Department of Neighborhoods. And like Nia mentioned, we are one of the partners here in the A Month of Service partnership. I want to thank y'all for being here today. And thank you to our sponsor and to our presenter, Ms. Cheney with Family Houston. Did I say that? Yes. I appreciate y'all for being here. And it's no secret that these are Monet's like workshops are one of my favorite ones because we can all get a little guidance and help when it comes to managing our money. And I always appreciate that you break it down into very achievable steps for all of us. And the timing of this could not be more perfect because I'm glad that we're getting ahead of this so we can be prepared for this very expensive holiday season because everything is expensive these days. So I appreciate y'all being here. And I, like I said, I appreciate Ms. Cheney for this presentation. So I'm not going to take up any more of her time. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. And again, thank y'all for being here.
All right, Ms. Monet.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Monet Cheney, and I am with Family Houston. Give me 1 second. I'm about to share the presentation. And I'm a senior financial coach with Family Houston, a financial stability coach. And so pretty much what we do, I work with clients on their personal financial goals as well as career goals because those two things kind of tie together. And I've been collaborating with NRCDC for, I don't know how many years now. Since
Quite a while.
back in COVID, back before COVID.
Well before COVID.
And so today we will be talking about planning your holiday purchases without breaking the bank. Because yes, with inflation and tariffs, all the things that are going on, a lot of the things that you're wanting to purchase for the holidays this year is going to cost a little bit more, as well as like groceries for like different family events that you might be hosting during the holiday season. So we are going to talk about creating a holiday budget, as well as planning ahead for the next year, making wise choices while shopping, as well as giving your time as an option for those who are unable to purchase gifts or choose not to purchase gifts this year. So I do want to start off with talking about how a holiday budget gives you a solid foundation from the start by saving time and stress, because we want to have fun for the holidays. We don't want to have added stress around the holiday times. Not to mention also preventing a debt hangover in the new year. So again, you don't want to be you don't want to have a whole lot of debt coming into the new year that you have to pay off because of your like the spending choices during the holidays. So we don't want to have that debt hangover that's rolling over into the new year. So a stat is that some 28% of shoppers, so this stat is from 2023. Of 2023 holiday shoppers who use credit cards to pay for gifts still haven't paid off their balances, according to NerdWallet Holiday Shopping Survey. So I'm going to assume that I got this stat last year. So that means that someone who used credit cards in 2023 for holiday shopping was still paying on that same debt a year later. And this is something that can be true across those who are using credit, especially if you're using credit as additional income during the holidays. Depending on your budget, then that means that it can take you a while to pay those balances off or to pay them down. So we do want to keep that in mind when we're creating budget for the holidays. So just having a holiday budget can help you reduce stress and save money during the holiday seasons. Sticking to your budget and avoiding the temptation to overspend would eliminate the need for high credit card debt after the holidays. I also want to throw in the fact that when there's a lot of holiday shopping, a lot of retailers are going to try to sell you credit cards for those different retailers, and they'll try to pull you in with, okay, you'll get like 10% off or 20% off if you get this credit card today. Or they'll say like if you can buy more today and pay later. So those are things we do definitely want to avoid, because that's going to create again that debt hangover in the new year. And it also, when I talk about spending wisely, I would definitely talk about how you can save at different retailers without the need to sign up for a credit card. So when it comes to our holiday budget, we want to create a budget based on last year's spending. So just thinking about how much that you spent on gifts last year for any type of events, or if you did any like if you donated any money or donated gifts to charity, you'll want to keep that in mind as well. Also, any money you spent for any like holiday events, parties, or clothes. And once you look at that spending, then you want to set a per person budget. So make a list of everyone that you would need to buy gifts for and set a spending budget per person. This is good because it kind of helps you manage how much you're spending per person. Sometimes it's good, like with families, if you have a large family, some families might do like a white elephant style gift giving, and they'll set a budget per person. Or if you have a smaller group of people that you're buying for, then you can kind of get together with your family and friends and set a per person budget when it comes to gifts. And this just kind of makes it easier to manage. Next is set a budget for holiday parties. So set a spending plan for holiday parties, whether you're hosting or attending parties. This budget should include spending for food, attire, and gifts. So if you're a social butterfly like me during the holidays, I'm going to say I don't like to be social most of the year, but during the holidays, I love to be social, and I have a lot of friends and family. So I get invited to a lot of things. So one thing I have to keep in mind is if I got to bring food, because a lot of people during the holidays, they might have potlucks where you have to bring food to a potluck. They might have like special attire or themed parties that you have to wear ugly sweaters, or maybe it's some type of event where you have to dress up really nice. And then also there might be white elephant gifts. Also, or if you're doing like, if it's a event that requires like a charity item, like some places they have like where they collect toys and stuff for the kids, then you want to make sure you're budgeting for those things, and you're including all of those things in your budget. Also, if you're the hostess with the mostest and you're the one who hosts the holiday parties or events, or you host for Thanksgiving or Christmas Eve, as well as New Year's. If you're the one who hosts for New Year's, you have to keep in mind like how much you're going to spend to host, and what's your budget around hosting for the holidays. Lastly, we want to set a budget for miscellaneous items. So there's always going to be miscellaneous items. There's always going to be something that some unexpected expenses that might pop up during the holidays. So we do want to set aside a spending plan to cover holiday decorations and any miscellaneous spending such as travel expenses. So if you're someone who like to change your decorations every year, then you want to set aside a budget for that. If you have to travel during the holidays, then of course you're gonna have to set a travel budget for your travel expenses. Or if you're someone who hosts people coming in that's traveling into town, then you might want to set aside a budget to be able to host someone staying at your home. So here are some things to consider whenever you're creating a holiday spending budget. So creating a holiday specific categories you can return to each year will help you prioritize your spending and make it more predictable. And here are some common holiday costs that we should consider. So number one is gifts. So the holiday season is the time of giving. While narrowing down your gift list can be a challenge, it should be your first step. Your gifting budget should also include any gift wrapping supplies as well as shipping costs for gifts that need to be mailed out. Once you create your earlier in the earlier slide, I talked about having a list of everyone you're buying gifts for. Definitely want to make sure you're keeping that list that you can go back to every year. Because that's going to help you in the new season to decide what gifts you need to get. Also with number two, any holiday travel, because some people do spend the holidays visiting friends and family, but not everyone lives nearby. So when we're thinking about our budget for holiday travel, we do want to account for gas. Houston is huge, so even if your friends and family are all in Houston, but they live in different parts of Houston, you might be spending a little bit more on gas, or you might be paying for tolls to get to things a lot quicker. If you have to go out of town, of course, there's airfare and baggage fees and hotel stays that you might have to budget for. And then also just making a budget for food while you're traveling. Because, of course, while you're traveling, you might be eating out, eating in the airport. Those things can get a little expensive. So we'll make sure we budget for that as well. Next is food and entertainment. Again, if you get very social during the holidays, or you're the hostess with the mostest, you do want to make sure that because your grocery bill might be higher than usual this time of year, due to the extra cooking, baking, and hosting. So you want to make sure we have a budget for food and entertainment. There are also usually lots of opportunity for fun outings, such as seeing local performances, getting photos with Santa and various holiday parties. So again, we want to account for these things because although Houston have tons of free events, as well as even just opportunities to do like free places to take photos, and things like that, there's still always some type of cost, because you might go to a free event, but then you have to eat out at that event or pay for food at that event. So we want to make sure that we are accounting for those things as well. And I know everybody like to do well, not everybody, but a lot of people like to do holiday photos that they send out to their family and friends. So those are things you have to account for as well. And then lastly, holiday decor. This category includes things such as the cost for new decorations, as well as like new clothes for the holidays. You might need to put a little extra money in this category if you want to update or add to your home decor or wardrobe. And then especially if you have kids who outgrow or who outgrew last year's holiday outfits, you need a new ugly sweater for a holiday party. So in this category, again, you're going to be looking at anything that deals with their decorations or any attire that you need for the holiday season. If you're somebody who hosting, then you might need to buy things that you need to host, like plates, napkins, cups, those sort of things, serving dishes and supplies. So you might have to, and then new decorations for hosting. So those are things you might have to consider outside of just your regular holiday decorations. And again, as far as clothes, kids, they're going to outgrow clothes all the time. As adults, you might not have to always buy new clothes for the holidays if you can still fit things that you had last year. Honestly, I've probably worn the same Christmas ugly sweater for the last few years. I can't even count how many years I wear the same Christmas sweater. In some cases, you might not have to update clothes, but if you have to, just make sure you budget for that. And then here, do we have anything anyone wants to add? I know I've kind of been going through pretty fast. Just anything you want to add to like budgeting for the holidays?
I don't see anything in the chat.
Okay. So now I want to talk about just some saving tips for the holidays. So these are just some tips to kind of help you save during the holidays. Earlier, I spoke about trying to avoid debt as much as possible and not giving in to the invitations to apply for credit at stores to save money. So I do want to talk about just some things or some ways you can save. Of course, gifts are likely to make up a big portion of your holiday budget. So finding ways to save can create some breathing room. So some things to consider is making your own gifts. So if you're really good at making things, like maybe you got into making candles. Um, so that can be a gift that you give. You make candles for everyone in your family, or or maybe there's something else that you're good at making. Um, then those can be that could be an option to save some money because when you're making your own gifts, you're using supplies that can be bought in bulk. The other thing is suggest that friends and family draw names for gifts to reduce the number you have to buy. You need to buy for. So I mentioned earlier for large families, maybe you want to do kind of like a white elephant or a Secret Santa gift giving. And it can be fun. I know white elephant is usually an enjoyable thing because everyone brings different options and you can pick something that you want and then you can take or like trade with other people. So that can be a fun way when it comes to gifts. Also with Secret Santa, it can be fun with Secret Santa just learning who your Secret Santa was. Um, Another thing that's fun that my family has done is we do a gift card white elephant. So everybody bring a gift card for a set amount, and that way everyone can leave home with something that they can actually use. 'Cause I know some white elephants, there's gifts that people don't might not like or want, but a gift cards is a fun way to kind of switch it up. Um, Again, and then also gift cards can be easily budgeted, because if you have a budget amount for the gift cards, then you have that flat amount. Sometimes when you're shopping for a white elephant gifts, you might tend to spend a little bit more if you're picking items versus buying a gift card. Mia, did you have something to add? I saw you come. Okay, okay.
No, I'm sorry. I just forgot to mute myself
Oh no,
back.
you're okay. um, And then the other thing is sticking to a gift list with price limits for each person, and then cashing in on credit card rewards or points you've earned. So if you have credit cards that get cash back and you built up some cash back rewards, then that can be something you use towards some of your some of your Christmas gifts. Also, paying with unused gift cards are other ways to save. So if you have some like gift cards and you want to use that towards some gifts, gift purchasing, then that's another option. And then I think I'm gonna talk about it later, just how to shop more wisely, because definitely there's difference. Like if you are enrolled in the apps or you're subscribed to certain retailers, they send coupons all the time throughout the year. So that might be an opportunity to save on some gifts. And then I know like some retailer, they might give you free items. Like I know Bath and Body Works, they give free items all the time in their app. Also, you know, a lot of people like their candles, so they have like they heavily discount those candles at certain times. So that's another thing, is just with certain retailers that you normally buy gifts from, you might want to subscribe to them just to catch moments of time when they have big sales, so you can purchase all your gifts at a cheaper cost. Next is holiday travel. So this can be a good time to cash in on airline reward points or miles to offset holiday travel costs. So if you are someone with a travel card and you have some reward travel points, that could be a good way to save on airfare. As well as hotel stays or any other qualifying travel costs. The other thing to save on money might be by driving or save on airfare. It might be driving, because the cost of gas to get to where you're going might be cheaper than flying during the holidays, because most airlines, they tend to charge more for airfare during the holidays. And then also, there's a lot of congestion at the airports during the holidays, because a lot of people are traveling via airfare. So that could be another thing you can skip out on, is dealing with the cost of traveling via airplane. And then if you can, when you're driving, you can pack snacks and meals to save along the way. A lot of time we go on road trips, we might end up stopping places to purchase snacks and food. So if you already have your snacks and food pre-packed, then you don't have to worry about stopping and spending a higher cost on snacks and foods on the road. And then other thing is, consider shipping gifts to your destination rather than paying extra to carry them on your flight. So if you are flying, you might want to, it might be cheaper to ship your gifts to where you're going, so you don't have to pay for extra luggage on your flight. And then that's with holiday decor and attire. To save on those things, you want to check out local consignment shops to find affordable holiday clothes for your kids at a fraction of the retail price. And then when it comes to decor, pick one special item to invest in 1 year. So when it comes to holiday decor, have like your base item that doesn't change, don't have to be repurchased every year. Um, And then instead of like always changing all of your holiday decor, maybe pick like one thing that you want to change every year. With food and entertainment, so entertainment might be a good place where you can save. So checking out festive decorations in your town, joining a community lighting ceremony, or having an at-home movie night don't cost a thing. So like I said earlier, Houston is a huge city. There's free events like all over Houston during the holiday season. There's tons of neighborhoods that where the residents in those neighborhoods, they do fancy decorations where people can drive through and look at the Christmas lights. And again, there's tons of options to save on entertainment during the holidays that are free. And then also you can check with local public libraries to see if they're hosting events as well. And if you're looking for like free events to do around town during the holidays, definitely social media is going to be the place to go. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram would be some places to find those local events. Eventbrite, I think Eventbrite, you can also search for events on there as well. So again, you can still have fun and not have to spend a lot of money. As far as food, like if you know, like you're gonna go out to do things during the day, maybe just having like eat at home before you go out, so that can reduce the amount of money that you're eating while you're out. So one thing we want to plan, have a plan for next year. So planning ahead for next year can reduce stress, debt, and increase savings for the holidays. So a general guideline is keep a gift list for friends, family, and holiday parties. So if you know that there's people that you buy gifts for every year, you want to keep a list. If you know that there's holiday events and parties that you attend every year, or there's like charity donations that you do every year, you want to make sure you keep a list of those items. And then so throughout the year, you can shop for holiday gifts. So like I said earlier, there are a lot of stores that you can subscribe to where either you have their apps and they have reward programs, or you're on their email, you're subscribed via email. So you might receive coupons or hear about special sales throughout the year. So that can be good times to buy holiday gifts when those retailers are having like big sales, or sending coupons to you. And again, I said some retailer, they might give you free items as a reward. So shopping during the year, not only can it save you money, but we don't want to wait to the last minute to buy gifts, because waiting to the last minute to purchase gifts mean that you're going to end up spending more. So that's another reason why shopping during the year can save money. Also, we want to start saving for next year at the end of this year's holiday season. So, of course, in January, you definitely want to start saving for next holiday season. Or if you want to start now with the 52 weeks of saving challenge, you can start now in November to have money saved up for next holiday season for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Or you can start at the beginning of December with the 52 weeks of savings challenge, and then you can save money for next Christmas. And I'm gonna show a slide with what the 52 weeks saving challenge look like. So the good thing about the 52 weeks of saving challenge is, at least during December, those first 4 weeks, you're not it's not a lot of money that you're contributing to that saving challenge. So again, it's a good opportunity to start the 52 weeks of saving challenge either now in November or at the beginning of December to save for next year. Or if you don't want to do the 52 weeks of saving challenge, you can create your own saving strategy by putting monthly payments and savings every month. Or you can save extra income during the year. So tax season can be a good opportunity. So because we are reducing, creating debt during the holidays, so that means you don't have to use your tax return to pay off your holiday debt. So that can be money that can be thrown into savings for the holidays, for the new holiday season. Any type of bonuses or anything that you get during the year from, if you get those from your employer, that can be extra money that can go into your holiday savings. Or you can look at your monthly budget and just see how much can you put away monthly into savings to cover holiday spending. And I would definitely recommend if you're doing any of these, like either the 52 weeks of saving challenge or you're just putting money into savings, I highly recommend getting a high yield savings account that has no minimum balance and no monthly fees, because you want to be earning the most interest as possible throughout the year on that money that you have in your Christmas account. So here's a little bit more details about the 52 weeks of savings challenge. So pretty much how it works, each week you have a particular dollar amount that you're going to put into your savings account. And it increases up until you get to 52 weeks. So this can be done, you can do $1 up to $52, or you can do it backwards and do $52 down to $1. The other option is you can skip around. So like if 1 week you have more money, so you want to do a higher dollar amount that week, just making sure that you have a printout of the saving challenge so you can check off each time you put that amount into your account. And as you can see, at the end of 52 weeks, you should have $1,378 saved, which is, in my opinion, is a decent amount, probably more than enough to cover holiday expenses. Depending on what you're doing during the holidays, that can be more than enough to have for the holidays. Of course, if you have money left over, it can just roll over to the next holiday season or to another thing that you're saving up for. And this is not just only good for saving for holidays. You can use the 52 weeks of savings for any saving goals that you have, especially if it's something that you're planning for next year. So I want to go a little bit more into shopping wisely, because now we have our budget set, we have our savings ready to go. So how are we going to spend this money wisely during the holiday season? So here's some general guidelines. There are some options to divide payments into interest-free installments for online shopping. And those options can be Afterpay, Klarna, QuadPay, and PayPal. So with these, I want to also state that there's some pros and cons to using these. Cons being, again, since you're not applying for credit, these options tend to be interest free, and normally it's just for payment. So it's paid off in 2 months because you do 2 payments a month. However, the con to this is that you have to make sure you budget this expense properly. You have to make sure it fits into your current monthly spending, because you don't want to overdo it. And if you have too many of them, then that can lead to an issue. So we want to make sure, if we're going to use these forms of payments to kind of make it a lot easier to purchase gifts, then we want to make sure that we're setting a budget and we're not over using them. Because what happens is, if you miss payments for these, then there are fees associated. And then I don't know if it started, but there was some talks of these being included on your credit report. So definitely, if you want to use those, you want to make sure you use those wisely and they fit into your budget. The other thing is, don't procrastinate. Like I said earlier, planning ahead for your Christmas gifts, shopping throughout the year. That can save you a lot of money on gifts. Usually, if you procrastinate, you end up spending more money. Also, we all know holiday shopping can be very hectic and crazy. It can be very stressful. There can be a lot of anxiety that's brought up while you're shopping, because it's just everybody is everywhere. And then if you're trying to find particular gifts, you might not be finding what you're looking for. So what ends up happening, we just spend more money, because either we can't find what we're looking for at a cheaper cost, or you just have to get something, so you end up spending more money, or you're just trying to get out of the store. So again, you end up spending more money because you just want to get out of the store. So don't procrastinate. Don't wait to the last minute to purchase all your Christmas gifts. Again, try to purchase throughout the year during sales, and then just store the gifts away, or try to purchase all your gifts maybe weeks in advance before Christmas, so you're not stuck in stores the week of Christmas or on Christmas Eve, where you tend to spend more money. The other thing is shop end of year sales for the next year's gifts and holiday decorations. So we all know at the end of the year, stores they do heavy discounts on holiday decorations, as well as anything holiday themed. So definitely want to take that opportunity to purchase those items at a discounted price. Also, if it's certain gifts that you know that the people that you buy gifts for might like, you could go ahead and purchase those things ahead of time. And then lastly, consider gift cards for picky shoppers. So again, gift cards can be very easy to budget because it's a set amount. I know, like my nieces and nephews, all they want is money. So I either ask them what gift card they want or how much they want in cash. And it's easy for me because I have a set budget for all of them. And I can easily just get that money or gift cards and give it to them. And again, it's easy to set a budget, because usually when you're buying particular gifts, you might go under or over budget per person. Also, you want to make sure you're getting things that would be useful for the person that you're buying for, that they're gonna like. Some other guidelines when shopping wisely. So I already talked about this. Just signing up for email lists or memberships for your favorite retail stores. Track daily and weekly deals, as well as coupons. So I know I'm a financial coach and I shouldn't be talking about shopping, but I do have like apps, and I'm signed up for email lists or free memberships for like my favorite stores, because then I know when sales are happening, and those are opportunities for you to save money on Christmas gifts. So it don't cost you anything to be on an email list, or even like for like text messages or things like that. It don't cost you anything, but at least you can know when there's good opportunities to save on those holiday gifts, decorations, or clothes that you're needing to purchase. And then the other thing is shop around to find the cheapest price. And then also check with the store to see if they have a price match policy. I don't know if stores still do it. I have heard that some stores were eliminating the price match policy, but definitely check and see if they have it, because if they are selling the same products and someone have it for a cheaper price, then you might be able to save money that way. Or the other option is you can purchase from the other retailer. If they don't price match, then you can purchase from the retailer that have it for the cheapest price. Again, I talked about store apps for coupons. There are a lot of stores. If you have their app, then you might get special coupons on the app. Especially, and this is not just for like clothes and things like that. HEB, Kroger's. I'm not for sure about Randall's, but I know HEB and Kroger's, they have coupons on their app. So you can get coupons on groceries that you need to get for Thanksgiving and Christmas time. And then lastly, I'm not sure if the store layaway options are still available, but if they are, that is another option that you can look into. So lastly, I do want to talk about giving. Let me make sure I didn't skip a slide. Okay. Lastly, I do want to talk about giving your time. We know that there's a lot going on this holiday season, especially with the cost of things, the cost of things costing more, even just for like food, like food, gas, and other living expenses. So another option is if you're unable to purchase gifts, then you can give your time or consider doing like an act of service during the holidays. So this can be volunteering at local nonprofit organizations, or for like local toy drives or food drives. So just look for ways to safely give your time by volunteering at the local nonprofits, and then share this experience with family and friends. So maybe get your friends and family together to do a day of volunteering. Where you go to a local nonprofit together, and then you can kind of share in that experience. The other thing is doing an act of service. So offer to do a service for a family member or friend. So if you have family or friends that have children, maybe you offer to babysit for them, or maybe cleaning their home, or cooking a dinner. Just something nice that you can do for them in lieu of purchasing a gift. And then the other thing, like what we talked about earlier, just making homemade gifts, because sometimes making homemade gifts, number one, is it can be a little bit more special because of the fact that you're taking your time to create something special for friends and family. Also, it can help you tap into your creativity. And then again, you can save money because you're buying those supplies in bulk. So then it's not like you're buying each like each single gift that might cost the same price that you would spend on getting supplies to make a gift. Another thing is, even if you are someone who, if you're unable, or you have limited funds to purchase gifts, and you don't want to receive gifts, you can also set up another like an option for people to give to a local charity in lieu of giving you a gift as well. So there's different ways you can give back. to the community in lieu of purchasing or receiving gifts for the holidays. And that is all I have for today. Did we have any questions from online? Or anything anyone wanted to add? So before we leave today, I do want to let everyone know what we do here at Family Houston. So I am a senior financial stability coach. As a senior financial stability coach, I do work with individuals one-on-one on their personal financial goals, as well as their excuse me, as well as their career goals. And again, this is a free service to anyone, regardless of where you live in Houston and how much income you earn. So there's no restrictions on our financial stability program. And we do have multiple coaches, so in different locations around Houston. So I'm here in the central office, as well as two other financial stability coaches. And then we have a coach out in Bay Area. We have one in Fort Bend, and we have one in Katy. And then we also offer coaching, bilingual coaching in Spanish. If you're someone or you have a family member or friend that speaks Spanish and they need a financial stability coach, we do have 3 coaches available that are bilingual. We also have a youth and young adult program, our Youth on the Move program, that's available for 14 to 24-year-olds, because we want them to be learning about financial stability as well. We want them to be learning financial literacy as well as career development. We do help them with their resumes for their first job. They might be wanting to get a job this holiday season. So we can help them with their resumes and cover letters and applying for jobs for the holiday, seasonal jobs for the holiday season, as well as understanding their paychecks and how to manage their paychecks and saving for the future as well. And then we also have an entrepreneurship aspect to our youth and young adult program. So if you have kids who are trying to start their own business, they can apply for our micro grant, and that can go towards some supplies. So if you have some youth or young adults out there that's trying to jumpstart their holiday business, selling poinsettias, candles, whatever they're selling for the holidays, so they can reach out to us and we can help them develop that business so they can earn some income and maybe sell some affordable gifts as well. Here's our contact information. So to contact Family Houston directly, you can call 713-861-4849 to schedule an appointment with any one of our financial stability coaches, or you can email us at programs@familyhouston.org. To learn more about all of our programs, because we don't only have financial stability, we do have community resource support. So we have community support specialists to help you with basic needs and not just for all individuals, but we have veteran support and senior support. And then we also have affordable mental health services as well. So you can go to familyhouston.org to learn more about all of our programs, as well as to schedule an appointment. And if you want to talk to me directly, then you can contact me directly at 713-861-4849, extension 7739. I also have a cell number that is 832-987-2023. or you can email me at mchaney@familyhouston.org.
What was the cell number again, Monet? I'm sorry.
832-987-2023.
Okay, I just put it in the chat there. Just making sure we had that. I don't have any other questions that are in the chat. Or anything else up there? Oh, I don't see anything else in the chat.
Okay.
Did anybody have anything that they wanted to add? Oh, I think our other participants have left too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. Ms. Adele, did you have anything that you want to add, or do you have any questions?
No, not right now.
Okay, all
Okay.
right. The recording of this presentation will be emailed out so that you can see what you missed at the beginning from when you weren't here. So along with the contact information and the link for Family Houston, if you wanted to reach out to them directly or set up an appointment, like a one-on-one session with the financial coach if you'd like. So you'll have the opportunity to do that as well. So it's a lot of good information there, Monet. So thank you very much. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mental health training or assistance, like, okay. So if someone needs the mental health assistance, do they call the same number there, or is it a different number?
Yeah, so they can call our main line, the 713-861-4849. Oh, I stopped sharing. Do you want me to share again?
No, I put the phone number in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they can call that number to speak with our intake department. And so our intake department would see like, cause it is a sliding scale based on income. Also, we have interns that are available at a lower cost, as well as we take insurance as well. And if you have EAP, that's another thing to look into, because sometimes your EAP plans might cover some sessions too.
What's EAP?
The employee, did I say right?
Oh, the like employee
Employee assistance
assistance
programs.
programs.
Yeah, at
Okay.
your job, sometimes they might cover. So our that could be another thing to ask about when you speak with the intake specialist.
Cool beans. And we have our with the holidays coming up, the holiday blues presentation is going to be coming up. I think it's like the second week in December. Some kind of tips for people to look out for as it relates to the holidays, especially for a lot of the seniors. When the holidays come up, or people that you really just don't think about to check on, when they have, family members and things and spouses that are no longer with us. And, the holidays tend to have a much larger impact on people than what we realize sometimes. So we're going to be having a holiday blues presentation that's coming up too. So I would love to make sure that I have you guys' resource information too to include with that. So
Yes.
that'll be a great tip for people to reach out to somebody during the holidays too. I'd imagine y'all get much busier.
Yeah, and then we might have some events coming up for the holidays as well.
Okay.
So everyone could definitely check familyhouston.org. We have an events section. So then you can see like what events that we're hosting for the community. And usually all of our events are open to everyone in the community. You don't have to be a client already. If you see an event on our website, you can actually show up and join. We do have a Youth on the Move presentation talking about managing your paycheck. I believe on the 19th. So you can definitely check. Our 14 to 24-year-olds can definitely check, or their parents can check our website as well for that event information. So if you have any youth and young adults that want to like learn more about managing their paychecks once they start working, then we're going to have that coming up. And those events are usually free. So all of our events are always free. We definitely don't charge for anything.
And if you have any your holiday events that you want us to help promote, then just send us a flyer, Monet, and we'll be happy to get it on our social media or put it on our e-blast too for other community resources. And we'll be happy to help you get that out. So,
Oh yes, I'll send that to you.
okay, great. Cecile, is there do you guys have a coffee and conversation that's scheduled yet for December or no?
Yes, so we will be having a coffee and conversation December 3rd at the West Gray Multi-Service Center. We are partnering with the Office for People with Disabilities, and we're going to have a little coffee social and resources for the community there. The time is going to be from 10 to 12, and the address is 1475 West Gray Street.
And we'll have a flyer for that, and I'll be happy to send that
Yes,
out.
yes. Yeah, we just got the date down yesterday, so working on the flyer and getting all of that info out for the community. But yes, we would love to see y'all there in person and meet some of the organizations.
All right. Right. I think that's about it. So if we don't have anything else, we are planning now for 2026. It's already the end of November. My goodness, where has the time gone already? It's getting ready to be
The end of
2026.
November?
It's practically, I mean, by the time we practically it's the end of the year. So, yeah.
I can't believe this year is already over.
It went by so fast, so fast. It was just, it's like it was one thing after another, and that definitely made the time go by so much faster than
Yeah,
what
it's been a busy year.
it has been. It has been. So, if there are any presentations that or topics or information that you guys need more information about, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know. We would love to have your input on our so we can get our schedule and everything ready for 2026. In addition to that, if there have been any of our presentations that have been extremely beneficial for you all, we'd love to hear the input from you guys about that, and we would love to get your testimonial or get your feedback on how these presentations have been beneficial. That's very helpful for us in knowing that what we're doing is actually creating some kind of an impact in people's lives. So we would love to hear from you. If we could hear, if you guys would like to share that story too, shoot us an email. If you want to do a quick phone call, or if you're okay with doing a Zoom recording or anything like that, then please just let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys. So. Monet, once again, this is our last one for the year. We'll start back at the first of the year with our
February. The love of money.
For the love of money. Yeah, we always kick off February since it's Valentine's Day for the love of money, and how to better and maintain your relationship with your money, and people not putting correlating the two together, your relationship with your money, just like you treat your relationships with everybody else. You treat your money the same way. So that's always a great presentation. So all right, so we will see you guys next time. We hope you have a wonderful and safe holiday season to come. You all take care of yourselves, you stay safe, and we will see y'all next time. So thank y'all.
Thank you.